Hello and welcome to the short Vort for Parshas Vaeira from Revii to Chamishi. And just the way to remember Vaeira is, for this part of the Parsha, not to be confused with Vaeira, is the Vav Aleph at the beginning of the Parsha corresponds numerically through Gematria to 6 and 1, which is 7, and the number of Makos that are in this Parsha. And the Parsha without the Makos, that's dealing with Avram Avinu in Sefer Bereshis. So that's Vaeira, and this is Vaeira. So in this week's Parsha, between Revii and Chamishi, we're Perek Zayin, Pasuk Yud Tes 19. So it says, Vayom Hashem Moshe. Hashem said to Moshe and Mor al Aaron, say to Aaron, Kach matcha unetei yedcha al meimei Mitzrayim. Take your staff and stretch it out over the waters of Egypt. This commandment, the second commandment, Spardeia, and the commandment before it, Dam, blood, were done through Aaron. Why? Because Moshe was saved by water when he was an infant. He was put into the river, and that's how he was saved. And there's also a third commandment which Moshe showed Hakoras Hatov and did not use the dust of the earth to become the lice, and it was done through Aaron because he was saved earlier by when he killed an Egyptian. He was able to bury him in the sand and hide the action. So he had the Hakoras Hatov for that. The question is, well, these are inanimate objects. They don't realize anything's being done. They don't get insulted. Why are we worried about that? And in fact, if you think about it, these objects would be beneficial if you took that point of view, that a Kiddush Hashem was done. It was something that sanctified God's name to strike the Egyptians, to punish them for what they did to the Jews. So why are we making a big deal? So Rav Dessler in Sefer Michtav Mei'Eliyahu, so he explains that this tells a lesson in character traits, that by doing something in actuality, not just mentally and thinking about it, that's how you get to become habituated to doing the right thing. And by doing actions of Hakoras Hatov, even to an inanimate object, that'll put you in the proper direction of remembering to be Makotov, recognizing the good that someone does for you when that happens. And God forbid, if you don't get into the proper habit, you might not even appreciate and show respect and thankfulness for a person who does you a favor. So it's good to get into the habit, even if it's an inanimate object, but we definitely should take the lesson from here, and that's what the Torah is, teaching us about ethical lessons. And of course, I thank you for listening and appreciate that you take the time. So have a wonderful week and a wonderful Shabbos, and see you next week.